You know what I hear a lot? I've removed gluten and dairy already, and it's not helping. What now? What am I doing wrong? Now, if you've ever wondered why diet wasn't making a difference for your child with ADHD, stay tuned because that's what we're going to be talking about today. And it's a really, really great question and was brought to our team this week. And it's really common that I really wanted to share it on here with you guys. But before I do that, I want to introduce myself. I'm Dana Kay, a board certified holistic health and nutrition practitioner, and I work with families all across the USA, helping them to reduce ADHD symptoms naturally in their child. Now, if you have a child with ADHD, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now so you don't miss any of the videos I have coming up. So let's get started. So if you have tried changing the diet of your child and haven't seen a reduction in ADHD symptoms, there are a few reasons why this might be the case. First of all, it could be detox. There are many symptoms and side effects of gluten detox and gluten withdrawal. Detoxing looks very different for everyone. So I'm going to give you a few symptoms and side effects you might experience as you are coming off of gluten and experiencing that gluten detox or gluten withdrawal. You could be feeling tired or lethargic. You may have trouble concentrating and staying focused. You could get headaches, unusual tingling sensations, joint pain. You can get more of a susceptibility to catching a cold or a virus. You might have trouble sleeping. You might get bad breath. You might get unpleasant body odor, frequent gas, even more smelly. Allergies, food sensitivities, skin problems, acne, eczema, constipation, diarrhea, feeling depressed, getting anxious feelings. You can be more irritable or cranky. You can get back pain. You can get mood changes, hemorrhoids, sinus congestion. Now, as you can see, the appearance of things getting worse might just be your child going through detox. So what you can do is you can take detox bars or maybe some activated charcoal to help. And detox bars is usually 2 cups of magnesium flakes and a cup of baking soda and soaking in for 20 minutes while it helps with those detox pathways. Now, having said that, if the symptoms continue for an extended period of time, it would be wise to consult your doctor. Another thing to consider is the possibility of a child sneaking gluten from somewhere. Could they be getting it from a friend's house or from school or a family member's house? If it's in your home, could they be sneaking it sometimes? Or could it be hiding in a product that you're not aware of? I am constantly amazed by some of the products that contain gluten, so make sure and check your labels carefully. Another thing to keep in mind is that some kids take months to get those inflammatory responses down in their body. You have to remember that it took them sort of X number of years to get to the point where they are now with their current level of dysfunction or chronic symptoms, and that there are no quick fixes. So I always tell the families I work with that it can sometimes take 3 or 6 to 12 months to see gluten get completely out of the body, depending on how much of an inflammatory response your child experiences. So be patient and keep doing what you're doing. You are doing a great job. Now, finally, this is really the key. There's more to reducing inflammation in the body than just changing the diet alone. Diet is important, absolutely. As I always say, food is the foundation. The first step in healing, any healing journey, is to reduce inflammation in the body. Do this by first of all removing those inflammatory foods as gluten, dairy, and soy, as well as refined sugars, artificial flavors and colors, preservatives. These highly inflammatory substances can lead to an autoimmune response in the body and in some cases increased intestinal permeability, which is damage to the gut or leaky gut. I actually did a video explaining leaky gut in detail, so I'm going to pop that link into the description of this video so you can find it easily. But basically, leaky gut is a breakdown of the lining of the gut, and it forms these large holes in the lining. Now, when we eat food, even the healthiest food, before the gut has had a chance to break it down, it can actually go through the holes in the gut into our bloodstream. Now, the way the body is designed is that when something foreign goes in our bloodstream, it recognizes them as a foreign object and turns on an immune response. Now, if you think about this, if that large molecule is in fact a large food macronutrient or protein, then your immune system might start sending signals to create an immune response and start creating antibodies and start attacking it. Now, anytime you eat that again, your immune system sees it as dangerous, it attacks it, it causes more inflammation, and it continues to further break down the lining of the gut. So all of this results in food intolerances, and these food intolerances continue to wreak havoc on the gut until they are removed, and it's this vicious cycle. The food intolerances cause leaky gut, and leaky gut has caused food intolerances. So in order to heal the gut, you must remove these foods, or they will continue to break down the lining of the gut and you won't be successful. So it's hard to know which particular foods are causing the inflammatory response in a child unless we do functional lab testing. Maybe along with gluten, your child has another food they are sensitive to that is causing issues. Now, for my son, it was raspberries. I mean, seriously, raspberries are healthy. Who would have thought? Now, the functional lab test allows us to know exactly which foods a child needs to avoid. Hope that makes sense. If at any point you have any questions, go ahead and pop those into the comments. I'll keep an eye on them and I'll respond as soon as I'm able. Now, diet changes are obviously that first step to reducing inflammation in the body, but diet is only one piece of the puzzle. The second step after removing inflammatory foods is to identify underlying stressors in that body. And we do this with functional lab testing, in addition to the food sensitivity testing. So we look for stressors in the gut, the immune system, the detoxification system, and even genetics. We also look for the presence of heavy metals in the body. Now, for the families I work with who are already gluten, dairy, and soy-free and are still having struggles, we often find that functional lab testing enables us to really get to the bottom of what's going on in their child's body. The third way to reduce inflammation in the body is to reduce environmental toxins, such as those from cleaning products, personal hygiene products, EMF, which is electromagnetic fields, technology. Now, once we have taken these steps and effectively reduce inflammation in the body, we want to focus on restoring the body. Reducing ADHD symptoms naturally is not just about what to take out or reduce, but also what to put back in. It's just as important. So to restore the body, begin with diet and focus on foods that bring in more fresh whole fruits and veggies, the ones that have micronutrients, grass-fed animal protein, wild-caught fish, healthy fats, and eating a variety of foods the body needs. Then consider bringing in some ADHD-specific supplements like probiotics, magnesium, fish oils. Supplements can be very effective in restoring, but I will say you cannot supplement your way out of a poor diet or a body riddled with inflammation. And remember, supplementation should be tailored to each individual in order to address specific internal healing opportunities and provide support. And the third step in restoring the body is to optimize detoxification. No matter how hard we try, we simply can't avoid toxins in our lives. Our kids will get exposed to toxins on a daily basis. So it's important to optimize their detoxification pathways. There are various ways to do this, but a few good ways to start include eating plenty of fresh green foods, drinking more spring water, taking detox baths, and using special supplements or binders. Finally, to restore the body to optimum health, focus on exercise. Exercise improves brain function, mental focus, behavior, memory, cognitive flexibility, and academic performance. There are a few other things to think about. You want to make sure that your child is sleeping well, your child is breathing for their brain, your child is in a low stress, calm home. So you're parenting specifically for ADHD, because we all know that traditional methods don't always work for kids with ADHD. you have a positive growth mindset. Now, these other keys are so important to reducing ADHD symptoms. Now, as you can see, there are really a lot of elements that go into natural ADHD symptom reduction. And I know it can be super overwhelming. So I'm definitely happy to chat privately if you have any further questions. The best way my team and I can help you is by booking a free call to discuss the symptoms your child is having and to discuss the strategies you've already tried. I'm going to pop a link to book that free call in the video description as well. So make sure and check that out as well. So hope this has been helpful for you guys. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and check back in a few days for more new videos. Bye for now.